In the last log video, I introduced the three properties of logarithms and talked a little bit about them, but now I'd like to show you some examples of how they're applied. So as mentioned before, the properties can be used to expand or condense a logarithm. In this first case, we'll use expansion. So I have a log base 2 of 3 times x. That's a product right there, 3 times x. So I can use the product property to split this single log into two logs. The log base 2 of 3 plus the log base 2 of x. Second example, this time there's a product, but it's a product of three things, 1, 2, 3. Notice also I haven't written a base of this log, so that means it's automatically 10. So I can split this up. Since there are three factors here being multiplied, I'm actually going to split this into 3 logs. Log base 10 of 6 plus log base 10 of a plus log base 10 of b. So just as we can expand logarithms using the product property, we can also condense them. So here I have the sum of 2 logs with the same base. That means since they have the same base, I can put them together using the product property. It'll become the log base 4 of 5 times x squared. Similarly, here I got 3 logs. Now I'm using the natural log, ln of 2 plus ln of 5 plus ln of x. Well, we have all the same base, e, and 1, 2, 3 logs here, so it's going to become the natural log of 2 times 5 times x using the product property, or the 2 times 5 is just 10, so natural log of 10x. Moving on to the quotient property. If I want to expand using the quotient property, well, here I have the quotient x squared divided by 3. So this will be the log base 4 of the numerator, x squared, minus, remember the quotient property, we use a minus sign in between, the log base 4 of 3. So that's the quotient property expansion. Here's an example with natural log. Natural log of 2/5 would be the same as the natural log of 2 minus the natural log of 5. And then to condense, let's say I've got a minus sign in between 2 logs with the same base. I can condense these logs. This first log, the 3x is going to be my numerator. The 2y is going to be my denominator. So log of 3x over 2y. Again, this one's base 10. And then natural log of a minus natural log of 5 could be written as natural log of a divided by 5. Here we have an example of the power property. So in this case, log base 2 of x to the 5th. You can bring this 5 down in front and write it as 5 times log base 2 of x. And I could show a proof of that property. I'm not going to do it in this video just because I try to keep them short. But that's one that's actually pretty easy to prove. Second case, natural log of 2x to the 3rd power. Well, we can bring this 3rd power down in front and have 3 times natural log of 2x. So lastly here, we might have an instance where we use multiple properties. For example, the log of 3x squared. Well, here's a product, so I could split this as the log of 3 plus the log of x squared using the product property. And then I've got this power here on my second logarithm, log of x squared. So I could bring this 2 down in front using the power property. I've got my log of 3 plus 2 times log of x. Another example, log base 3 of 4 plus 5 times log base 3 of x. So this is kind of going the other way. This is going to be condensing using multiple properties. Well, the base is the same, so I can, well, you know what? I was thinking about bringing these 2 logs together, but first I would need to apply the power property to move this 5 up here as a power of x. Once I do that, I can use the product property and condense them, write it as the log base 3 of 4x to the 5th.